In this lesson, I'll be showing you how to buy Bitcoin. Now, this video specifically is for people located in the United States and for people located in the European Union. Now, of course, in order to buy Bitcoin, you will need to use a Bitcoin exchange. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use the Kraken exchange to buy your Bitcoin. And there are a lot of great exchanges out there. However, for buyers in the United States, in the EU, I have chosen Kraken because it's a well-established and trustworthy exchange, which has been a strong player in the crypto markets for quite some time now. Kraken is also a very geographically available exchange. However, please do note that residents of Washington State and New York at this time are unable to use Kraken. There is a link down below to Coinbase, which is a very user-friendly exchange where you can buy and sell Bitcoin for users from those states. However, do still watch this tutorial as it will be very similar to the Coinbase experience. Setting up a Coinbase account can also be a bit quicker, but the fees tend to be quite a bit higher, which is why I recommend using Kraken. You only pay a small fee of around 0.26% for buying and selling Bitcoin, and just a $5 fee to deposit dollars into your account using a US domestic bank account. And it is free for EU deposits via SEPA. So with that said, let's get into it. So go ahead and click on the link down below to open up the Kraken website. Then go over to Create Account. And now I'm, of course, going to have to trust you to be able to do the following. Create a username and make sure, of course, to create a really strong password. This should be a unique password that you don't use on any other websites, and it should be a very strong password as well. Now that you have created your account, you will be asked to set up a two-factor authentication. This is absolutely an essential security step beyond your password. So you're going to need to download the Google Authenticator app onto your smartphone. And once you have completed this simple step, then you will need to verify your account by providing your identity, proof of address, and other details. This is a necessary step and part of the process of using any cryptocurrency exchange that will allow you to buy Bitcoin using dollars or euros or pounds or any other kind of fiat. Now, this process is going to take a few days to complete. So the sooner that you get it completed, the sooner you can buy Bitcoin. And while this process may seem like a lot of work to get your Bitcoin, it is done for your security. We are talking about money and investments here. The regulations and security practices of an exchange like Kraken are very high and must be complied with. So in order to get verified, you're going to want to come up here and click on Get Verified. So you can see there are three different account types here on Kraken. We have Starter, Intermediate, and Pro. Now, in order to be able to deposit and withdraw dollars, you're going to need to get verified for an intermediate account. So you're going to have to go through the process of giving your name, address, phone number, government issued ID, all that fun kind of stuff. It's going to take a few days, but you just have to get in there and get the process started. Now, once you have completed this necessary verification process, then you're going to be able to send some dollars from your bank account and buy Bitcoin. Of course, then we have to wait once again because sending deposits to the exchange from your bank, this is going to be the way that you end up paying the lowest amount of fees. However, sending funds from a bank can take a couple of days sometimes. However, if you are feeling particularly impatient and you must buy Bitcoin right now, then you can actually do it quicker using Coinbase and using your credit card, but you do need to accept that you will end up paying higher fees, up to 4% versus 0.26% on Kraken. Being patient pays off, and I know it can be a pain going through all of these different steps to get signed up for an exchange. Anyone who has bought Bitcoin has gone through this process before you, and we understand what this is like. It's no fun, but it's necessary. The good news is you only need to do it once, and then you can buy Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies available on the exchange whenever you want. Once you are verified, then you'll need to send funds from your bank account as you would with any other internet banking transaction by coming up here and clicking on Funding. You can see here on Kraken that they actually support 5 different currencies: Canadian dollars, euros, pounds sterling, US dollar, and Japanese yen. Now for the Canadian dollars, pounds sterling, and Japanese yen, those will all require to have an account with something called Etana custody and will incur a $35 international wire fee. However, for all of those in the Eurozone watching and for all of those in the United States who are watching, you will pay much, much, much lower fees. So for euros, for example, you can click here on deposit and you can go to select deposit method. If you select Fidor Bank using the SEPA, that is a free deposit. So you don't have to pay anything for that euro deposit. Now back to the US dollar. If you click on that, you will come through to a page that gives you the domestic wire transfer. So this is just like any domestic wire transfer that you would do to pay an online bill or something like that, except that you're sending funds to the Kraken exchange. It's got a $5 fee attached with that. So the fees are very, very low to non-existent if you're depositing euros or dollars. Especially for dollars, the more you deposit, the lower amount that is in terms of how much you're paying as a percentage for that deposit, because the $5 is a fixed fee. Now, I have got a New Zealand-based account, so I can't show you step-by-step how to do that. But again, this is just like sending any other SEPA transfer for those in the Eurozone and any domestic bank transfer for those in the United States. Finally, the most exciting part, buying the Bitcoin. This is finally the easy part. Now that you've jumped through all the hoops, you've got your account verified, you've got your account funded, now it's time to buy the Bitcoin. So just go up here to where it says trade, and you'll want to click on trade, and that'll take you to this page here where it says buy or sell Bitcoin. So you can just click on buy, and then you can decide how much Bitcoin you want to buy. For example, if you want to buy 1 Bitcoin, you just input 1, and then you can buy 1 Bitcoin. But remember, you do not need to buy an entire Bitcoin at a time. You can just buy small fractions of a Bitcoin. For example, 0.01 Bitcoin. And you can make that transaction. It's very, very easy to do. Alternatively, instead of putting in how much Bitcoin you want to buy, you can just put in a dollar amount. So let's say you want to spend $100 on Bitcoin today, then that's what you put in, $100. Now the price quoted here is the price that Bitcoin is at this approximate minute. However, if you want to try to buy Bitcoin for a different price, you can manually enter the price that you'd like to buy it at. For example, let's say you think the market might be going back down or whatever it might be, so you want to buy your Bitcoin for $8,500. You can do that. That's very easy to do. So you want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin at $8,500. This is called a limit order. This is where you manually write in the price that you want to buy Bitcoin at. Remember that when you're using a limit order, it may take some time to fill because the current price of Bitcoin on the open market is not $8,500 at the time of recording this video. It's around $8,800. So you'll have to wait for the market to move back down, or the market may never move back down and your order might never get filled. So that's really worth keeping in mind when choosing to use this order type. The other order type is called a market order. So you can click on market here, and then you can just put in how much Bitcoin you want to buy. So again, 0.01 Bitcoin is what you might want to buy. And that will just buy you that much Bitcoin at the best price available on the market at that particular moment. Now, for a small order like 0.01 Bitcoin, it's only $85 approximately, so that's fine. And for a small order like that, a market order is definitely something to consider. However, if you are buying large amounts of Bitcoin, we're talking $50,000 or $100,000 or more worth of Bitcoin at one time, then market order is not what you want to use, because then you risk paying a lot more for your Bitcoin because the market order might buy a lot of cheaper orders because there might not be enough orders sitting on the books. So in that situation, you want to use a limit order. This is what you want to use if you're buying large amounts of Bitcoin. For a very small order like $88, you're fine. Use the market order. Now we're just looking at the simple order interface here. We also have Kraken Pro, which is more advanced trading options for more advanced traders. We also have Kraken Futures, which is again a much more advanced trading tool. We're just buying some Bitcoin here, so we don't need to be looking at either of these. Let's go ahead and make our Bitcoin purchase. So we're going to buy 0.01 Bitcoin, or XBT as it is written here on Kraken. That's going to cost us around $88. So we're going to click Buy XBT with USD. Submit order. And that's it. We have now bought some Bitcoin. You can see just how easy it is. So congratulations for buying your first Bitcoin. It was super easy, and you are now a proud Bitcoin owner. It is also super easy to buy other cryptocurrencies using Kraken. So we'll just come back over here, click on the trade page, and we can look here at the top, and we can choose from a wide range of different cryptocurrencies. So we're going to buy some Ethereum. So we can come down here. This is ETH, that is Ethereum. And we're going to buy some Ethereum using US dollars. So click on ETH USD. That's great. Now we're going to make a limit order here. So the current price of Ethereum is around 167. So we'll put in 167. And we want to buy $40 worth of Ethereum at $167. So we can go ahead and click Buy ETH with USD, or again, we can do a market order, either way that you want to do it. We'll click Buy ETH with USD. And we'll click Submit Order. So that order has gone through, and that is now on the exchange waiting to be filled. You will see it's just come up down here because that order has not been filled yet. I need to wait for the market to move down a little bit to fill my order. And actually, you can buy a wide range of different cryptocurrencies here on Kraken. For example, you can buy Basic Attention Token, or Dash, or any of a wide range of cryptocurrencies. The process is just the same as it was to buy Bitcoin or to buy Ethereum. It's also super easy to sell your cryptocurrency over here on Kraken. It's basically the same as buying, but in reverse. So we're going to come over here to our trade page again, and we're going to click on Sell. We're going to enter the amount of Bitcoin you want to sell, in this case 0.01 Bitcoin. We're going to just do a market sell on this one and click Sell XBT for USD. Submit order. And that's it. We've now sold our Bitcoin back. And that's it. Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of some Bitcoin and possibly a little bit of Ethereum. So welcome to the financial revolution. You are now part of the privileged few who can say that they own Bitcoin.